Why do I do this to myself every single week? I can't, lads. I can't. This video is going to be a little bit differently, okay? I'm doing this as the show is happening. The show is happening right now. It's Alexa Bliss versus Piper Niven. Wow, riveting things are happening on Smackdown right now as I'm recording this. I cannot express how much I was dreading this show. Dreading it. As I do for every show. As I do for every WWE show. Raw, SmackDown, PLE, whatever it may be. I dread it every single week. Every Monday, every Friday. I dread it because I'm not going to get anything fun. And I'm going to, at the end of it, I'm going to be like, well, that was a waste of 2 hours or 2.5 hours of my life that I'm never ever getting back. But for some reason, I keep putting myself through it. I was dreading it all day. And the first thing that I see, because deep down every week, I'm like, maybe tonight is the night. Maybe tonight they give us a little bit of, effort. A little bit of, entertainment. Because after all, it's a TV show. First thing I see, MFT. Right there. I know the rest of the show, 0 out of 10. Terrible. 0 stars. Awful. Because you start it off with MFT and they end it with MFT because it's just been set up for the main event. We start off with Solo Sikoa coming out. Wow, riveting. The crowd, usually, right, the crowd start the show, right, 2025, crowd start the show. They're a little bit amped, right, no matter who comes out, they're a bit amplified, right, they're a bit hyped up. They've paid a lot of money to come to this show. They want to make the most of it, right? The first person that comes out, they want to get on their feet and, nothing. Solo Sikoa and MFT start the show. That is your way to bring people in. The way to get people on the feet in the arena. The people that are watching at home excited. The people that aren't watching to tune in. The most boring faction we might have ever seen in this entire company's history. And trust me, that is saying something. I'm like, what? It's been set up for the main event, a 6-man tag, because after Solo came out, the most boring man after them, Sami Zayn, came out about his title run. No one cares about a Sami Zayn title run in 2025, or 2024, or 2023, or 2026, 2027. No one cares, unless you give this guy an entire new character, look, everything. No one is going to care, especially me. It will be worse than a Jinder Mahal title reign. Put the title on The Miz. Put the title on R-Truth. Bring back Jinder Mahal. Put it on him. Bring back Carlito. Bring back No Way Jose. Bring back Doink the Clown. Put the title on them. I will care more. I don't care about Sami Zayn. And I definitely don't care about his Sami Zayn title run. And he's there going, the most boring character in WWE. Genuinely, he's there going, oh, last week you beat me up and that made me realise I don't need the title right now. I've got other priorities. Riveting. And then he goes. There's one other title I haven't won in WWE, the US title. So now we have to sit through a Solo Sikoa, Sami Zayn feud continuing that ends in a title match. Kill me now. Do you know what the dumbest part of all of this is? Do you remember a few months back when Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman first aligned, right? What did Paul Heyman say to Sami Zayn? What did Paul Heyman say to Sami Zayn? He said, if you go to SmackDown, if you leave Raw to go to SmackDown, I will get you a title match with John Cena. I have that pair in the company. If you leave to go to SmackDown right now, you will get a title match with John Cena. Sami Zayn says no. Skip forward to today. Sami Zayn goes out and says, I am now a part of the SmackDown roster and I am here to go for the US title. So the world title didn't get him to come over to SmackDown, even though that's what he's been claiming that he's so desperate for, a title, the title. He doesn't want to go to SmackDown to get that, an opportunity for it. No. Instead, he wants to go over for the US title. I give up. How boring is this company right now? Like, genuinely, is this a social experiment? Is this company a social experiment to see how much boredom a human being can take before they just disintegrate, before they just die, before they just give up? Because this is a joke. This is the most boring thing I've ever witnessed. And then Jimmy Uso comes out. And then Jacob Fatu comes out. They found a way to make someone that is very over in Jacob Fatu boring. Because they have to be careful. They have to be careful. People like Jacob Fatu. I like Jacob Fatu. But you keep putting him with people that are extremely boring. People are eventually going to find him boring. Because he's constantly involved with other boring people, in boring feuds, in boring matches, in boring storylines. That is eventually going to make him boring as well. Be very careful. Alexa Bliss has just been piping even. Wow, riveting stuff. I can't believe the entertainment that I am witnessing right now. I cannot believe my eyes. Chelsea Green is beating up Charlotte. Riveting television. I cannot believe that I do this to myself every week. I will be back to you. Unfortunately. With whatever happens next. Kill me. So it's a solid 30 seconds later, and they're setting up Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax again. How many times is that now? 5,627th time we're seeing Tiffany and Nia Jax together. Is that supposed to make us care? Is that supposed to catapult this Tiffany Stratton title reign into being entertaining? Is this what we're supposed to care about in 2025? Nia Jax and Tiffany for the 5,000th time. Why are we doing this? No one cared the first time. No one cared the second time. No one cared the third time. No one cared the fourth time. No one cares this time. Why are we doing this again? Why? I can't. There's so many talented women on that roster, and we keep giving Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax. Why? There's many people on that roster that she can face. Why Nia Jax again? And now Miz and Carmelo Hayes are out. Because, wow, people want Carmelo Hayes. We want Melo is trending worldwide. I know what we'll do. We'll put him back with a Miz. I don't care how this ends. This could end with Carmelo Hayes beating the living shit out of the Miz. Or the other way around. I don't care. It's too late. Who cares about this? No one. Put Carmelo Hayes into something big, something meaningful, not a fucking Miz feud. Jesus Christ, man. This is so bad. So, The Miz and Carmelo Hayes just beat Fraction, because what a way to make your tag team division feel strong than beating one of the best tag teams in it consistently taking pins. Oh well, who cares though, apparently, right? Why care about your tag division? Making tag teams feel strong. Who cares? Carmelo Hayes and The Miz beat them very clean. Carmelo Hayes was getting chants during this match, and The Miz just tagged him at the end to take the finish away from Carmelo Hayes, prolonging the Miz Carmelo Hayes thing, which is going to lead to one of them turning on the other, then a match, then another match, then another match. And in the meantime, people care less and less and less about Carmelo Hayes, because you halt his momentum, shove it into the ground, bury it, because Triple H is the best at doing that. Triple H is going to get his golden shovel out, take Carmelo Hayes' momentum away completely, make you bored of him, because how can you be entertained by someone that's involved with The Miz, and bury his momentum to the point where you don't care anymore, and you don't chant for him anymore, and he gets his way, and he gets to keep shoving his favourites down your neck. He gets to keep shoving MFT down your throat consistently every week. That's where this is going, if you are curious. So, we just got a Drew McIntyre promo, the best part of the show by far, which isn't saying much because the rest of the show has been absolutely awful, horrendous, tragic, just awful television. Best part of it so far, which again isn't saying much, he's out there saying, I was defending myself, good little promo, saying I was defending myself, Cody attacked me, I was defending myself, but there's one problem. He's out there saying, I'm dangerous, I'm vicious, I can do this, I'm the next champion, I'm this, I'm that. There's one problem, Mr. Drew. You've just come out of a feud with a Jelly Roll. You've just had a match and a feud with someone called Jelly Roll, and now we're supposed to take you seriously? No. Ask your boss, Triple H, to book you better, and then maybe we'll be able to look at you more seriously, because Drew McIntyre should be a champion. He should be. He is champion material, but Triple H cannot book anyone champion material, even the actual champion, because why is Cody Rhodes off of TV already? Why is Cody Rhodes not there? He has not said a single word since he's won that title. Last week, he comes out to help John Cena and then just gets thrown into a random tag team match in the main event, doesn't say a single word. This week, not even on the show. He's just won the title at SummerSlam from John Cena. John Cena's 17th title. He's won it back from him after all those months. He's won it back. He's took the title back from John Cena in his final year. He's took the title back. The reason he came back to WWE. He's got it back. Not a single word. Does it feel like Cody Rhodes is the champion again right now? Absolutely not. It's a shame that Drew McIntyre's not going to get it. And then we go into a Street Profits versus... Street Profits MFT backstage segment. We get more MFT. MFT get more screen time than anybody. Does that not tell you? Is that not the most clear evidence to you that Triple H has his favourites? How much screen time is R-Truth going to get tonight? Because so far it's 0. Is he going to show up tonight? Probably not. So no R-Truth. Carmelo Hayes tag team match. Karrion Kross not even in the company. How many talented people are backstage that you just don't have anything for? Ludwig Kaiser. Let's put a mask on him. Pete Dunne. Let's put a mask on him. R-Truth. Back to the comedy. MFT. Multiple segments throughout the show. Start the show, end the show, middle of the show. MFT. No one cares about them. Now we have a Street Profits versus DIY. Now, I'm going to throw it out there. I think Street Profits are going to show up in the main event because they had a little segment with MFT. Wouldn't it be so WWE to end the show with a little bit of chaos, right? The match ends in a DQ. People end up there. Ends up in a brawl to set up a tag team title match or something like that. Something along those lines. Watch. If it doesn't, it will happen next week. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm throwing it out there. So we just got Street Profits DIY. Couldn't care less. What I want to talk about is no John Cena and no Logan Paul. We are only a couple of weeks away from Clash in Paris. Only a couple of weeks from their title match. No John Cena, no Logan Paul, no Brock Lesnar. What are we even doing here? John Cena is in a feud with two people that don't show up to work, and he doesn't show up himself. What are we doing here? This is what happens when you build no stars. Your biggest star in the show so far tonight is Drew McIntyre. The rest are... Who? Solo Sikoa? Sami Zayn? Is that what we're doing? Is that the star power that you are bringing to your product? The star power that you're making people pay $30 for next year? $30 to see Drew McIntyre and no one else. John Cena, Logan Paul, Brock Lesnar, none of them show up to work. 2 weeks away from their title match, John Cena and Logan Paul. Neither of them on the show. Because why would either of them show up to work to build their title match that we're supposed to invest into? Why would they? We get an R-Truth segment. I was wrong. We did get an R-Truth segment, so fair enough. But he's in the middle. Because Triple H doesn't know what to do with him. He doesn't know whether to have him serious. He doesn't know whether to have him comedy. To be honest, he definitely doesn't care what he's doing with him. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't care. He's just... Next week he'll be back to being serious. The week after comedy. Not because this is done on purpose. Not because this is a master plan by Triple H. It's because he doesn't know what to do with anyone. Especially R-Truth. And now we're going to the main event. Wish me luck. Oh, there's no way this can end good. No way. Oh, look. What just popped up on the screen. Next Friday, Alistair Black versus R-Truth. Guess what that is? A rematch of a rematch. Smackdown has just gone off the air. What a just pathetic main event. A 6-man tag to main event involving MFT, Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn. Come on now, what are we doing? That's your main event scene in 2025. MFT. You've got Tonga Loa, JC Mateo, Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn, Solo Sikoa involved in a main event in 2025. So that's pathetic alone. The match ends with Sami Zayn beating not Jacob Fatu. It's late. It's 3 a.m. I'm sorry. He pinned Solo Sikoa, so that sets up their US title match. That's going to happen. And then the show ends with Jacob Fatu and Sami Zayn hugging. Wow. What a riveting storyline to get people to watch next week. What a storyline to get people to watch Clash in Paris, which is my point of this entire video. What did any of this have to do with Clash in Paris? What did any of tonight have to do with Clash in Paris? None of it. None of it created anything interesting. None of it continued anything. None of it made you need to see it. None of it did anything for the pay-per-view that is in 2 weeks. What a pathetic excuse of a show. That was awful. That was horrendous. Another 2 hours of my life that I'm never getting back. I just watched a main event involving Tama Tonga in 2025. I'm sorry, but this is just disgraceful. This is a disgrace, mate. Oh. Do you know what though? Thank God it's over. Thank God it's over. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to have a great sleep. And I'm going to wake up tomorrow. And I know I don't have to watch Smackdown for another week. So at least there's that. At least it's done. At least it's out of the way. We've all suffered. Now we can have a... well, actually, I forgot about Raw. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Oh, for God's sake. When will it end? I'll be dreaming about MFT tonight. I'm everywhere. Everything I do. MFT there, MFT here, MFT everywhere I look. MFT every time I think it's MFT.